Okay, so we are in the car. We are on our way up to the Spotted Cow for Summer Solstice. We are all in the car.
Yay!
So the plan is that we get there, there'll be Morris dancers there, there'll be other people there, and we're all going to walk from the Spotted Cow in Angering up to the top of Highdown Hill. There'll be a few things go on there. Hopefully we'll take a bit of video so you can see some of that stuff. And then we're going to walk back down and then back down to the Spotted Cow so we can have a sing and a drink. Yeah, it should be fun.
So ladies and men,
Ladies and
I can do it Joe's right, don't you? Joe's right.
The lads to pull her through. You want to see us running with our square sail all a full, from the passage of Newcastle to the town of Whitstable. Where our coal is all on board, for Hampton Town we steer, and nothing else is in our heads but old George Oliver's beer. We face all stormy weather and we batter through every gale. When the outer light is out of sight, it's then we set our sail. Watch us, twig us, with a popular Juby-Jew. Oh! We give her some sheet to make her rip with the lads to pull her through. You ought to see us running with our square sail all a full, from the passage of Newcastle to the town of Whitstable. People say we're a noisy lot when we come home from sea. We go for liquor merrily and cheerily are we. But when our money is all gone to sea, we'll go again. We are the boys to rough it, though we never do complain. Watch us, twig us, with a popular Juby-Jew. Hey! We give her some sheet to make her rip with the lads to pull her through. You ought to see us running with our square sail all a full, from the passage of Newcastle to the town of Whitstable. Watch us, twig us, with a popular Juby-Jew. Oh! We give her some sheet to make her rip with the lads to pull her through. You ought to see us running with our square sail all a full, from the passage of Newcastle to the town of Whitstable. Hey! Dandy, dandy, oh, heave up, ho, hey! Away, way, rolling, go. The ice is on board and the cables are Timmy, rollicking, randy, dandy, oh. Heave her away now, you banished rig bums. Way, hey, roll and go. Get your hands out your pockets and don't suck your grooves. Timmy, rollicking, randy, dandy, oh. Heave up, hold on, heave away. Way, hey, roll and go. The anchor's on board and the cables all straight. Hey! Timmy, rollicking, randy, dandy, oh. Come press the bar now, you parish rig bums. Hey, hey, roll and go. Soon we'll be rolling her out through the bay. Timmy, rocking, randy, dandy, oh. Heave up, hold on, heave away. Way, hey, rolling on. The anchor's on board and the cables all short. Timmy, rocking, randy, dandy, oh. Heave up, hold on, heave away. Hey, rolling on. The anchor's on board and the cables all Michael Strawn, Timmy, Rollickin, Randy, Dandy, oh. Hey!
I'm with Johnny and I'm with Graham, and we're walking up, and we're just waiting for the kids to run off so that we can get the hip flask out.
What's in there, Steve?
In the hip flask today, funnily enough, is laudanum.
Good news. Hey.
No, in the hip flask today is spiced rum.
Of course there is.
Of course there
Now,
is.
are we talking the Kraken?
No, I only had a little bit of Kraken left, so yeah, it was for some reason over Christmas a litre bottle of Captain Morgan spiced rum appeared.
Just fell into your house. No,
No,
right.
neither have I. So we need to get the kids to run off so that we can't really role model socially functioning alcoholism. We'll see how that goes. Right, I need another shot of you guys all running off for the video. Right, you ready? Right, you ready?
Yeah.
No, not 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Very interesting. 5, 4, 3, 2.
So you were supposed to go with them.
No.
We're still walking. And
We're walking.
We're still walking.
We're talking about Morris conspiracies.
We're talking about Morris conspiracies, yeah, as you do. Johnny and Graham, what are we doing tonight, and why are we doing it?
Well, this is the solstice. We've had the longest day, and we're seeing the sun set on the longest day.
Okay,
It's a wonderful thing.
is it?
Yeah, it is. It's a nice thing to be in touch with the old ways. The old ways.
The old ways.
The pagan ways. It seems right.
So we're going up here,
Yeah.
and we're going over that horizon there where those people are going,
Yeah.
off there.
A long way.
And these people are coming with us.
Run away.
We've just been having some conversations about dandelion and burdock, which is Sussex Downs cliche talk. The boys running off wasn't such a good idea
Yay!
because we've lost them now.
Ow.
They made we had to make a left turn up onto the hill, and they were ahead, and now we don't know where they are. So Sid and I
Yay.
have come back down to go the routes that we think they might have run, and we're going to get a call if they turn up.
Found them! Well, our friends did.
So yeah, we've just had the call.
Yeah!
They're up the top of the hill,
Found them.
and we're getting up here now. I'm getting out of breath.
I'm not.
I know we're getting up here now because look, I can see this flag.
Dad, I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine.
Okay, well I'm old,
But you should be fit.
and there's still an amazing view.
Damn! You can see even more. Bing, 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 bing. You can see Asda. Bong. Hi. We went two different ways.
You went two different ways.
We went different ways.
Okay.
Yeah, you went. Did you go the steps way?
Well, we went up the steps way, couldn't find you, so then we went down the bottom,
Oh,
came
yeah.
round. So here we are.
Here we are. Here we are.
We're sailed away around Cape Horn. John Kanaka to Rye, where you wish to God that you'd never been born. Hey! John Kanaka to Rye, to Rye, oh, to Rye. John Kanaka to Rye. I thought I heard the old man say, John.
So we've just done a turn in the middle in the circle. Wasn't expecting that, but that went well. Hopefully, felt like it did. And now we're about to watch the sunset. It doesn't get any more Sussex than this, really. Up in the Downs, checking out this.
We're ready to go. We're ready to go.
Beautiful sunset. Lovely night for it.
The Green Man was always a mythical being, usually of the forest, who helped people. He was never a god, wasn't a Roman god, Greek god, Norse god. The nearest was an Egyptian god who was reborn every spring. And I think that was, I can't remember his name, it's Isis.
ISIS?
It might have been him, I'm not too sure.
I thought they were a terrorist organisation.
No, that's, yes.
A different
sort of-
ISIS.
He was an Egyptian god.
Ah, okay.
And he was reborn each spring. That came onto another religion as well, being reborn. But
There's
he
a lot
was
of
always-
spirituality going on
yeah,
here.
He was always something that helped people. He was there for the crops, for the animals, making sure everybody had a good crops. We know him as St George because he comes from Georgia.
Right?
The flag is the same as the English flag, apart from the 4 triangles. His sarcophagus is there, and he's dressed as the Green Man. He was somebody that came out and he helped the poor people.
Okay.
But green men are all the way from China,
Right?
North Asia, Europe,
Right?
and then suddenly, when we found some place called America, the American Indians had one as well. And he was called Manitou,
Okay.
a god of the forest.
Right.
Who they went, same thing, they asked him for things. And they left him small gifts, but that's all he was. He was just a good spirit. Now you can go to South America, there are no green men. There are none in Africa,
Right.
and there's none in Australia. Not green men, as we know them. But
So
also,
is it to do with the amount of rain that falls in a place?
no, because the same thing is, you've got the Yeti, the abominable snowman, American Sasquatch.
Oh, yeah.
They're
The
all-
Sasquatch. Oh,
they're
yeah, I've heard about
all-
the Sasquatch.
Yes,
Yeah.
very
I'm a
similar
big Trailer
creatures,
Park Boys fan. They talk about Sasquatch
Yeah.
a lot.
but
Sasquatch.
it's all Northern Hemisphere.
Right.
Neanderthal man is all Northern Hemisphere.
Right.
So it's probably all, it's all that sort of come down through them.
Right.
You know, but he's not a Christian. St George isn't a Christian, he's a pagan.
Okay.
He's a Muslim, actually.
St George is a Muslim.
In reality, yes.
Wow.
The Crusaders went over there, heard about this guy, thought, what a jolly good fellow, we'll have him.
Right.
And he became the patron saint. But he's not.
So there we have it. There we have it. We're going to go this way here. So come around here. So the light's on our faces rather than there we
okay.
go.
Yeah.
Rather than the other way around. Bad videoing. Sorry.
But the Green Man has now been interwoven in with the Morris
Yeah.
as a spirit that does good
Right.
for crops, for festivals, and like everything else. Morris is a division of Moorish dancing.
Right.
It came back. The Basque region,
Yes. Yeah.
when all the English troops came across to go to the Holy Land, they weren't allowed through Europe.
Right.
You wouldn't want an invading army of English people going to. So they came down to the Basque region, northern Spain,
Yeah.
crossed the Pyrenees,
Yeah.
on the boats. They missed Mallorca because it's too close.
Okay.
And they did the island hopping.
If he's looking straight at us.
Hi Gareth, how are you? You alright? Keeping well? Yeah, good. You? Farewell and adieu to you Spanish ladies, farewell and adieu, ye ladies of Spain, for we're under orders to sail for old England, and we hope in a short while to see you again. We'll rant and we'll roar like true British sailors, we'll rant and we'll roar all on the salt seas, until we strike soundings in the channel of old England. From Ushant to Scilly is 35 leagues. We hove our ship to, with a wind from southwest, boys, we hove our ship to.